Minister Ntshavheni says the plan is to make the cost of money less expensive, beginning with the cost of small enterprise finance agency funding. She says access to finance is impacted by a variety of factors. This includes the location of service centers and the time it takes to approve applications for funding, requirements imposed on businesses, and complicated application forms. But now, SEFA and SEDA services will be available in all government incubators and municipal offices. The agency has also already started to improve the time it takes to make and communicate funding decisions.
SEFA has commenced to approve the application for funding with the target to have approved 450 million on the SBIF and 560 million across the other SEFA funding instruments by December 2019, which translates to a total of 1 billion approvals and at least 70% disbursements of that amount by December 2019.
For you to access that level of grant, you must create a minimum of 10 jobs. And there are other measurements that we are going to use. 5 of them, it is creating a minimum of 10 jobs. Are you a youth or not? Are you creating or establishing this business in a township or a rural area? Is this business in some of the government's priority sectors? And number 5, what is the stage of that particular business? Those 5 elements in a matrix will then determine the level and the quantum of grant that you will receive.
Business owners in attendance have largely welcomed this development.
Well, what makes me happy is the fact that at national level there seems to be a same idea of what to do for SMEs as what is been said by the Premier, David Makhura. And as a result, we are highly excited that eventually SMEs will have a plethora of funds that they can tap into.
The cooperative model says, help yourself to make it easy to be helped, which is what we've started in our area, where small businesses, capitalizing on the Cooperative Act, we've come together first to set up our self-funding system through which we can leverage other fundings from the government.
I like the blended finance approach, the grants part of it, obviously with conditions. And I think that will make sense because when people know that you've got to create jobs, you've got to give back, it therefore makes them meaningful participants.
Diabosito, SABC News, Johannesburg.